How's it going, guys? My name is Graeme, and welcome to a demo look of Night of Exile, a game that's been in development for like years now. It's this action platforming adventure game where you play as this cool hardcore knight. This is just a quick heads up at the top of things, just letting people know that, you know, it's an early look at the game. It is a free look at the game too. You guys can check it out for yourselves. I'll have a link in the description below there, so you can go download this if you feel like it seems interesting enough and warrants a look. I've been keeping my eye on this game for years. I've been following the guy on Twitter primarily because I think the backgrounds and the animation and everything just looks so incredible. So I've been so excited to see what the eventual game shapes up to be. There just seems to be a lot of promise here. Cormac, blessed be the gods. The time has come after so long. We're not really getting the full story. The itch page kind of explains the story in a little more detail. We'll worry about that in the full game. For now, let's just mess around and see what this game has to offer. What are you talking about, old man? Just immediately writing him off. It's a little bit of ageism, but I don't know, he hasn't proved himself to be worth listening to yet anyways. I'm talking about the book that I've been searching for months. Finally, I found it. Once I get it, I'll be able to complete my research. Finding it and having it are very different, man. I would wait till you have it in hand to start making claims. How do you know where the book is? Following the rumors around its author, Elliot, his parents hated him for spelling it that way, Gendring, maybe it wasn't their fault. Their last name's impossible to pronounce as is. They were just kind of leaning into that a little bit. I've heard that he was a very strange person. It is said that during the day he was writing his books, and at nights he was saw wandering around the village. This guy's a nutcase. Writes books, goes for walks. Maniac. No one trusts him. Elliot spoke a different language than the rest of the villagers. There you go. That's where the distrust is coming from. We're ageist towards this man, but I mean, this entire village is apparently some sort of racist or like, what's it called, xenophobic. So, you know, it's not a perfect world. The few times he communicated with people, he did it through gestures. One day he abandoned the village, leaving all of his belongings. In that moment, the few persons that saw him said that he was not the same as always. His face terrified them. His skin was completely wrinkled and was white, like snow. Am I crazy? Is the color changing? Is like the sun setting? His gaze was completely lost. His eyes were very irritated, and tears flowed from them. This is such a long, itemized list of precisely how this guy looked, which is a very outward expression of his emotions. Like, I can't believe how many things they keep checking off here. People are not that good at recognizing things at a glance. Some people followed him. They wanted to know where he was going. They said he had a book in his hands, and he was going to the sewers. Nobody knows what really happened after that day. Some say he went crazy and walked aimlessly for days until he finally died. And some believe, why did no one step in and help him? They knew that's what was going on. And some believe that he went to the sewers to live for the rest of his life with the rats. While others say he really had died several days before. These people have a lot of theories. And what the villagers saw walking that day in the village was his soul, which has been trapped in our world until the moment he can finally find peace. We are getting some like lighting changes. It looks really cool. As you can see, there are many versions of this story. But, most importantly, the book I'm looking for is the one that Elliot took to the sewers. No, I thought it was the other book that was a prominent part of your story, Esmer. If the rumors are true, the book could still be there. Wait. Do you want me to go to the sewers to find a book you really don't know if it's there? Well, that's one way of putting it. Come on, this is the best clue I have so far. Come on. Ironclad argument. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Just because I'm so awesome. Fantastic. I knew I could count on you. To go to the sewers, you must follow the way behind me. But be careful. It could be a very dangerous trip. I just immediately sprinting on out of there. That guy's story was so goddamn long that I just figured I should get an abrupt, immediate move on things. You can move the camera around, some nice crouching, and some bashing up of things real good. Maybe we can give him a couple quick chops. No, that's mean. Apparently not. a real thing. I honestly didn't expect to be able to run in this direction. Ooh. Oh, we're blocked off. No path, but just really great, incredible scenery that's fun to take a look at. You can notice we have this big clunky, like, gold arm. It's our sword swinging arm. Oh, I love the spin when he completes his combos there. That is something to do with the story. It explains on the itch page. He was in some big battle. It got chopped off. It was a whole thing. Oh, oh god. Okay, I wasn't expecting that thing to be able to uproot itself and dance around like that. Dance is a terrible description of how it moves. Oh. Didn't realize that was a giant hole there. It would have been fun, though, if we discovered some, like, new secret area. Apparently, touching it also does damage. It's not just a matter of dodging its attacks. I would like to finish this thing off. Anyways, some big confrontation that takes place. We lose our arm. You know how it goes. And then you get a super arm. Because that's the main appeal. If you're going to lose a limb in a video game, then you at least know you're going to get some kind of cyborg, modified, enhanced limb to make up for it. So, you know, it's a little bit win-lose. You may have been really attached to that arm before, but who really needs it in the end? You can grab things and chuck them around. Oh, that sounds fun. Chuck some boxes, yo. Wow, he really yeets that thing. Oh, you can't pick up a barrel? That's disappointing. I wanted to pick up everything. I was just generally quite impressed by the distance he was actually able to put on that. Ooh. Consuming things to... You're distracting me. You goddamn vine piranha plant jerk. Trying to figure out things, how to pick up items, use items. I did like that you could pick up or consume it on the spot. I didn't want to outrun my nice little gem there. I don't know, it's good for leveling up or something. I assume those platforms would immediately fall apart, because that's just how things work in games. I just want to chuck more boxes at more things' heads. You know, so far to me, that's the most satisfying, most appealing part of the game. Use my cyborg arm to chuck things at people's heads. I'll use it immediately. I'm quite injured overall. Weird comparison possibly, but it makes me think of Batman, the Arkham games. The way you... Oh, how do you think we can double jump or something? But there's totally the way you can... Oh, I was not expecting that. Alright, that's great. Chuck things at people's heads there, or like they throw them at you, and then you're able to toss them back, directly back at their head. That's always very satisfying. I actually really like the way he climbs up it by stabbing his sword into the side there. That's pretty cool. I ran the wrong direction. I should have committed to the way I was going to finish picking up that box. I do hope there are enemy types that I can either toss, or once I've defeated them, toss their corpse. That seems like the perfect combination of techniques and the level of brutality I'd like to achieve. I knew that thing was close to killing, so I was trying to finish him off here. Being pinned up against the wall there does not make things particularly easy. Oh crap! I thought that was like a one-time thing. I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it to live and come after me. Must eat strawberry on the go. Yeah. Look at me. I got a slightly brighter outlook on life here. Ooh, it broke into smaller slimes. I didn't even notice because I was too busy chopping things to shreds. But I do... The colors of the screen, though... Okay, here's a kind that breaks. I thought that would be a thing. It's just so common in platforming games. Oh, I pogoed on him a little bit, but I eventually broke the combo and left myself vulnerable. Dang, I didn't want to break that. But the color change, the dullness of it, is actually really effective for communicating how injured I am. I'd really love to learn some better sword tricks here. Or skills, maybe, would be a more appropriate descriptor. But right now it seems like I really only have the one thing I can do. I'm not sure if it's fully representing the personal ability that I feel that I have. I'm Thomas. Since you haven't been here yet, I decided to write you this note. At this moment, I'm already returning to town with provisions. Apparently, there are several mechanisms that are activated with arrows along this path, so I've left a bow in the chest. He's so thoughtful that he would think ahead for other people like that. This is a special weapon that uses stamina. It can be equipped from the weapons inventory, blah, blah, blah. That sounds important, I guess. Ooh, there was one of those buttons when I went left from, like, the opening thing there. Okay, not how I expected you to use the bow, actually. I kind of like that it's like a quick fire thing. Oh, so maybe you always just have at least one quick fire item like that? Well, that didn't work out particularly well, and did I use up... There is like a cooldown or whatever, but it doesn't appear that I have... Oh, the stamina, of course, in the top left there. But so I like that it's stamina limited rather than actual arrows. Oh, now they're introducing enemies where I actually kind of need to use it. Or at the very least that it would be easiest to go about that way. That might explain some things. Wait, rolling doesn't use stamina? Regular attacks don't use stamina? Oh, there's that little bit of a delay when you have to pull it out that makes it pretty difficult to use, actually. I wasn't expecting it to be quite so timing-based. I'll just stick to chucking boxes. Stick to what you know. It's clearly what I'm best at. I see no reason to diverge. There's also clearly going to be the opportunity to have, like, left stick and right stick. Press in options in the top right there. As I was the first to arrive, I will inform you of the situation. It seems that the elevator has stopped working and there's no other way to bring the provisions to the village. The well is not very deep, so I will leave the boxes here and go down to find a way to repair it. Okay, so they are just provision boxes then. That's fine, I'll smash them up, right? That's what he wanted? That's what I was supposed to do? It's not a puzzle where I needed to keep those boxes for any reason? Good. It's pretty strange. When we passed here a few days ago, the elevator was working perfectly. I don't know how this happened. He didn't even capitalize his I. This guy's clearly a dumb peasant. Arnold. Yeah, that guy's not very smart. I've done everything in my power, but it's impossible. I don't have the tools to repair it. I think I'll go to the village. Maybe someone from there can help me. Well, do you know what they aren't going to be able to help with? Repairing those boxes. Because I blasted them down into their basic molecular elemental components. It's just what I do. It's what I'm good at. I like showing off my sick arm, my muscles, my sword skills, and try not to die while doing so. Great. Glad we spent all of our stamina shooting this stupid barrel. We're just getting some practice in. Just trying to stay fresh, you know? Keep my skills fully tuned, sharpened. Sharp as my blade. I keep trying to do that without actually using B to interact. It's weird to have to interact with the ladder instead of just holding up. It's certainly not what my, like, first instinct is. Presumably not what most people's first instinct is. At least those guys only take one hit. I just realized how kind of, like, tame, nice, and peaceful overall the music is, rather than, like, bumping action, pulsing anything. It doesn't seem like the stakes are all that high or anything, so anything more aggressive might be a little bit out of place. I'm trying to interact with the ladder and do a nice slow climb down because I'm a little bit concerned for my health and trying to be cautious. Secondary weapon, I'm sure I would oh, you automatically have it. Quick slam. It seems like the third one you do is a big attack, even with a very dramatic wait in between. So what if I do two of those, like run around, do some other things, get some cardio in? It does reset. It does eventually reset. For a minute, it didn't seem like it was going to. Okay, that's never not going to be satisfying. I'm already a big fan of that now, too. Oh, God, I just realized... Oh, the way you slide down is very satisfying. I just realized, like, oh, God, if I jump down there with zero abandon, Or reckless abandon? Oh god, that shark man got me. That was a cool enemy though. Yeah, good, good. I'm so glad I get to reset us with like no health. Alright, I'm gonna have to take things much more slowly here. Coax out the slime. Cool water effects there too, actually. Oh, god damn it. None of that could come with anything. I was kind of hoping these boxes would bail me out with some apples or something, you know? Okay, these enemies are super cool, but I'm a little bit concerned and trying to keep my distance here. Nice box toss. Oh, those big finishing devastating blows. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to be hammering these boys. Because they're sharks. It'll be like a hammerhead. I don't really think they look like hammerhead sharks, though. Oh, God. Am I... Oh, you're healing by dealing damage. Because I was like, I did not understand how I could remotely possibly be alive after the terrible performance I was putting forwards. So you can really chain together those kills to keep yourself going there. The storminess is really cool. I'm not able to enjoy it as much as I would like to because of how hurt I am. The sewer door key. Open the entrance to the sewer door. Oh no, please don't make me fight like a boss or something. I'm as hurt as I could possibly be. Oh, it's fine. It's just a frog boy. Oh god. Okay, multiple frog boys. And they got some explosives. What if I just camp out over here? Just at a distance. Recharge my stamina. What if I can hit that back at them? Oh god. Okay. Not something I should really risk too greatly. Yeah, not a thing. Alright, yeah, you guys stack yourselves like that so I can just hit both of you with every swing. Really double my productivity. My killing productivity, that is. And I'll just carve my way out of this slump I've been in by slowly healing myself enough. Alright, great. Oh god. Okay, shark guys and more frog guys, and now I'm like a hit away from dead. Oh god. Oh god. I was so confident for like exactly 1 second there when it seemed like that was all I was gonna have to deal with. Was just those two frogs? Oh man. That's okay, there's a lot going on there at once. All very close together. Oh, it even okay, the way he recovered there, that was really cool. It exploded him, he flew backwards, and then, like, dragged his sword. Very superhero-esque to recover from that. I thought that was really awesome, actually. Loved it. As if I wasn't already a big enough fan of Exile Boy. We'll work on his superhero name, since that's clearly, pure garbage. But, you know, we'll get there eventually. The hammer's not even, a stamina attack. Alright. I gotta try and like stun these guys before they can get those diving attacks off. You actually have to end a combo though. Like finish a combo on them for that to work, which is very difficult. I hammered there, which was very hard to see. Very effective though for breaking them up when they're getting ready to thump you real hard. Come on. Trying to be cautious, very concerned. Also not healing myself, which is worrisome. Don't bring up more enemies, are you kidding me? What kind of unfair BS is that? Seemed like I was really at the end of that. There's multiple waves. I really gotta conserve my health in this early part here then. No point trying to push it at all. Okay, one hammer swing knocks these guys back. So the hammer is actually a pretty decent defense. Do you know what else might be a good defense? Is the shield that I've never used in combat. I was gonna say I see no point, but maybe the fact that I'm getting my ass kicked would be a good reason to at least exercise that option. You know what? Unfortunately, I'm very low on time right now. I'm kind of peeking at the clock here. I basically, if I can't win on this particular round, I might just have to leave it there. But then, hey, I guess it kind of puts it in your guys' hands. Free demo. You can check it out for yourself. Try and explore. There's clearly that whole other option. Probably if you went up top there. Wow, I got wrecked there. But when I went down below and first fought the sharks and everything there, that up option probably would have been where the sewers are. I imagine there's not that much left of the demo. That sucks. I don't like that I have to set it aside like that. But it's very cool. I very much like what I'm seeing. I love the art, the animation. The explanation of the story seems pretty cool. I'm pretty excited to see that full thing plan out. The enemy designs is even cool. Nice variety of weapons. A little bit of like puzzles or whatever. We haven't seen much of that. But yeah, I'm very excited for this one. I really think you guys should keep a close eye out on it. I definitely will. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.